All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is Scott Bergeron coming to you live, talking real estate. So, real quick, it's going to be an interesting show because a couple things are going on. One, uh, Mel will not be with us tonight. She is taking care of a friend that has a deep illness. So, if you could, in the chat, put prayers for Mel and just kind of give us a little bit of love from Mel, even some hearts or something like that. Put that in the chat for you, please, if you wouldn't mind. So that's kind of she's taking care of a friend that had some got some really bad news and is fighting some pretty heavy. So that's the kind of person that she is, and that's why we love having her around. So she texted me today. She said, "Are you okay? Are you mad at me because of the show, the not being on the show today?" I was like, "No way, Jose." So if you could just give us a little bit, Shelly Gambino in the house. Hey, girl. How the heck are you? So yeah, so like I said, Mel will not be with us tonight. That's the first order of business. So just kind of, if you guys would keep her friend in our thoughts. Okay, keep her friend in our thoughts. That'd be great. So if you're in the chat, give us a little bit of love, give us a little bit of, Mel, we're thinking about you, that kind of stuff. That'd be awesome. All right, so let me do a little spin here real quick. We got to get things rocking and rolling in the Chris Bergeron studio. I'm Scott, and I am talking real estate today, episode 115. I kept it a secret for a while because it has something to do personally with me. Dive right in is what we're going to call this episode, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be about a topic that I have recently become an expert on: pools. So we're going to talk about pools a little bit later in the program here. I got all kinds of information for you. And Kathy Cordy, my good friend, always talks about the backyard oasis. What kind of a backyard oasis can you have without a pool? So we're going to be talking all kinds of crazy pools. We got Shelly Gambino, like I said, in the house, Steve Kreitz, Kathy Cordy. Who else is out there? Where are you checking in from? Your favorite. Absolutely, that's your favorite girl, please. So what city are you tuning in from to watch this show? Are you tuning in from Hell, Michigan? Are you tuning in from Oscoda? My good friend Brian Ouellette, who just his daughter just closed on a house the other day from Oscoda. How about Temperance? I got a friend that was in Temperance down the other day. So where are you checking in from? Put it in the chat, please. We'd love to hear where you're coming in from. The D Hood, Tracy Schultz. Listen, buddy, you got the best deal in the D Hood, my friend, Dogbone Heights. Tracy Schultz, our resident contractor. If you need any kind of contracting things, he's the man. He's always got some good things. Steve Kreitz, guess what time's coming up, buddy? Pretty soon. Big ass water slides. That's coming pretty soon, guys. Big ass water slides. It's summer months are coming there. I promise, even though it was snowing earlier this week, because I was out walking in the snow. So that's always a good thing. Facebook user, let us know who you are. If you come into my personal Facebook page, watch the show, your name will pop up. Sometimes in the other different channels that we have, it doesn't come up that way. So where are you checking in from, guys? Only person I know right now is Tracy Schultz at Dogbone Heights. Where's everybody else checking in at up? Let us know where you're checking in and watching the show from. I'll give you a minute to check it out. Got some new addition behind the wall there. Already had the Detroit, Michigan cardboard banner on the wall. Threw a little Wolverine country up there for you for Wolverine fans. Monroe, Michigan. It's got to be our good friends, the Wilkowitzes from Monroe, Michigan. Guaranteed that's who it is. Guaranteed that is who it is. So good to see you. Still in DH. Kathy Cordy, you don't know for how much longer. You don't know how much longer you're going to be in the DH, okay? You may be, doing all kinds of crazy things. As you can see, big ass water bottle. Have a little sip there. Oh, yeah. So let's talk about something. I'm going to give you a little personal info on me. So I'm doing this program, if you haven't heard already, called 75 Hard. It is six things? I think 6 things. 2 workouts a day, 45 minutes each. One's got to be outside, which is not the most fun thing in the world. Okay. Second is a diet plan. You have to follow strict, no cheat meals. Third is a gallon of freaking water. Okay. A gallon of freaking water right there. 4th, no alcohol, which is no big deal for me. 5th is a progress picture. And then 6th is 10 pages of an inspirational book. Guys, it's crazy. I'm a third of the way through, so I'm not even halfway through it yet. And good things are happening. Good things are happening. So the first question that I'm going to throw out there to you is, What was Scott's weight today? My weight was down quite a bit. It's been down quite a bit over these last 22 days. As I'm sure you see me post on Facebook and Instagram. What is my weight today? What was my weight today this morning? I'll tell you, I started this journey at about 275, 280, somewhere in there. So that'll give you kind of a general level. So closest person who doesn't get around the nose, 625. Come on, Trace. Come on. It's not 625. That's not the correct answer. Thank you for playing. Guys, a scratch off is in your future. If you can guess what my weight is at today, my 22nd day of 75 hard, what do you think? Not touching that one. Steve Kreitz, you could do it. 251, okay. That's these 235. 256. Yeah, you better be like, oops, I'm sorry. I'm like, 625, what the hell? I got CV plenty of times. So what is my weight at today, the 22nd day of 75 hard? And if you're interested in 75 hard, shoot me a DM. I can send you all the information. It's simple, but it's freaking hard. I can tell you that. I'll give you about 30 more seconds to answer, and then we'll go with the person that is on the nose or closest to. What was my weight this morning? My 22nd day of 75 hard. Do 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 do. Hello. Do 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 do. Final answers, please. You've got 10 seconds. 9, 8. Tina, how the heck are you? Uncle Joe Wojcinski in the house. I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, always good to see the folks in the house. What is Scott's weight today? What was his weight today? 22nd day of 75 hard. Not even a third of the way through, but getting close. All right. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. Let's see what we got here. Let's see what answers we have. So we have, somebody said 625. Tracy, I know you fixed it. 251. Nope. 235. Nope. Tracy Schultz said 256. Nope. Joe Wojcinski said 257. Tina said 237. So we are going to go with, because my weight was 261 this morning, lightest I've been in quite some time. So we're going to go with Joe Wojcinski at 257. Joe Wojcinski, you win a luxurious scratch-off ticket that could be worth millions. If you win, let me know, because I will definitely come and move in with you in your mansion. All right? All right, guys. So here's the thing. It's just going to be lone wolf today. It's just going to be me, but I've got an interesting topic to talk to you about where I have some knowledge now, but at the same time, I'm still kind of reaching around in the dark a little bit. So it'll be definitely be an interesting discussion. And I want to get as much from you as possible. I want to get much information as you as possible. Next question is, have you or have you not ever owned a home with a pool? Have you or have you not ever owned a home with a pool? Let's get everybody involved in this one. It's pretty easy. Yes or no answer, guys. Have you or have you not ever owned a home with a pool, whether it be in ground or above ground? Even when you just put in the backyard. Give me some yes and no's in the chat, please. Yes and no in the chat. Tina says yes. Tina, tell me, in ground or above ground? When I was a kid, Kathy Cordy says yes. When I was a kid, got a no from Facebook user, Joe Wojcinski. I spent many nights in your pool on McDonald Street. We're just talking about making a whirlpool the other day, my girl and I. So, yeah, we're doing that. Yeah, pool is a rich man's game. Rich man's game. Woo! Yes, above. Trey says yes, above. Tell me. In ground. Very nice. Very nice. Have you or have you not ever owned a home with a pool in it? That is the question. Have you or have you not ever owned a home with a pool in it? Give you about 10 more seconds to answer, ladies and gentlemen. And then we'll start getting into the nitty and the gritty of things. We'll start getting into the deep, deep stuff. Let's see. As I'm waiting for you, let me pop up some things, start showing you some things. Currently 17 years. Frank Velarde, I've never been invited over to swim at your pool, Frank. And I know you sent me some texts earlier this week or the other day, and it's I'm proud of you. Just keep working hard. But my neighbors did. Very nice. Very nice. Always good to have a neighbor with a pool. Nothing ever bad about that. So, guys, let's talk about some very specifics of the old Splish Splash. I have recently been talking about developing my backyard oasis, right? Water displacement, funny stuff, Frank, funny stuff. I'm looking at my backyard oasis a little bit. It needs some help. So one of the things we're thinking about is a pool. So I've definitely made calls to every single pool. I feel like every single pool person in the downriver, Southeast Michigan area. And I get 3 different responses. Here's what I get. That's not our area, sir. We're in Oakland County, or we're in McCombs. That's a little far for us. Or here's another one I get. Yeah, we can book you for 2023 or 2024. I get that one too. And then finally I get, where are you located again? Like, if they don't even know where Girls Deal's at. So that's the 3 responses that I get. But I am plugging along, and I'll tell you, I'll give you a quick interesting story first before we get going. So it started out, it was a frustrating thing at first, because people were just like, yeah, we couldn't do it till next year or 2 years from now and all that kind of stuff. So I get this gentleman that on the island that sends me a Facebook DM message, and he says, Scott, I'd love to. I'm on the island and I build custom pools. Shoot me a message and I'll come take a look. So I'm all excited. I go, a guy on the island. I go, that's great. That's perfect. That's exactly what I need, So just digging, yeah, natural. There you go. Trace. You and I should try that one day. We should go out there. So anyway, the gentleman comes over and looks at the backyard. He goes, he's okay. He calls me. He says, Scott, I'll draw up some schematics for you. I'm thinking about, now think about this. Whoever Facebook users, I'm going to blow your mind with this one. Okay. This is the number, right? Okay. He says, yeah, you're looking at about $120,000. I was very polite. I said, oh, okay. Well, can you send me the paperwork and the estimate, please? That'd be great. I'd love to look at it. But guys, that was a number I was kind of going, ooh, man, $120,000 for the pool. That might be a little too much. I like the water, but I don't know if I like it that much. So now we're digging into it. Another pool company calling me tomorrow for a walkthrough. They're going to walk me through the process. So that's that. Now, let's talk about some things. I've been posting some things on Facebook. Let's see if I can't find a couple of things that first, I guess here's all the different factors. What about a shipping container pool? Now you're talking, Kat, the shipping container pool. So let's start with easy stuff. Let's start with easy things. Let's go with first things first. How about shape, guys? Did you know there was 704 different shapes to a pool? So somebody sent me this one. There's the double Roman, the figure 8, the Grecian, the lazy L Grecian, the oval, the Riviera. I mean, like, they got all the fancy names and everything, you know what I mean? So if you were going to name a pool type, what would you name a pool type? Throw it in the chat. Give me some interesting pool type names. I'd love to hear some pool type names that you would name a pool. I would just call it big ass hole in the ground. That would be my name for it. So in the chat, guys, put your name for a pool. Give me a name other than the ones we see up here. Give me a name that you think. Tommy Hart's had a boxing glove, big ass pool. Yeah, big ass pool. I knew that was coming. Or I'll tell you what, better yet, of this list of ones you see out here, which one do you like the best? Let's make it a little less thinking. How about that? Which one of these do you like the best of these different shapes? If you had big ass money pit, if you were me and you had to choose one of these shapes, which one of these shapes would you choose? Pick one. I think there's 13 of them. Pick one. Which one of these shapes? Redneck wash tub. I like that. Redneck wash tub. So which one of these shapes would you choose? We got lots to get through, guys. I got a whole bunch of other schematics and everything else. So what shape would you choose? The lap pool is probably the most boring one to me. I'm thinking either double Roman or the oval, one of those two. Those are my faves. The dollar signs, yeah, the dollar signs are killing me. So in the chat, guys, put which shape pool, the ones we got up there on the screen, which shape pool would you like? Which one do you think would be your style? Give us an answer in the chat, please. Give us an answer. Second row, middle one. The The Grecian True L. Trace, the Grecian True L. That's an interesting one. It's not bad. It looks a little bigger than the one next to it, at least, right? So it looks a little bigger. What would you choose if you could choose? Can't tell. I can't tell. I can't see it. Let me see if I can make it bigger for you. Let's try that. Hopefully that helps a little bit, maybe, huh? We'll cut that bottom one off. Bottom right. Okay. All right. Which one would you choose? If you could choose any one of those, which one? The octagon, the water cage fighting on pay-per-view. It sells itself. I love that. Get a house on the river. Yeah, you're no kidding. I'm working on that too. We're always working on that one too. Last chance. What shape pool would you go with? What shape pool would you go with? Let me know. What shape? The oval? Okay. Okay. All right. Like I said, I'm thinking I like the double Roman. And I kind of like the oval too. I like those two. So that's one of the choices you got to make. Right? That's one of the choices you got to make. Now, before you even get to that point, I mean, no, you know what? I'll take it even a step further. Okay. Not only is that a choice you got to make, here's another one. I put this on Facebook the other day and people went crazy for it. How about the type of bottom you want? How about the type of bottom that you want? I mean, you got the slate, you got the Atlantic, the sapphire, the quartz, the Pacific, the beach, the pearl, the jade. I mean, what type of bottom would you pick if you had to choose, guys? There's 8 different bottoms. I think there's a couple more, but there's 8 different bottoms. Which one would you choose? I'm thinking sapphire. Sapphire or Pacific? What do you think? The Atlantic one, Frank? The Atlantic one? Is that what you're thinking? The Atlantic one? Again, I'm doing this as a curious soul, too, because I'm just curious what you guys think, too. Definitely curious of what you think. This is still a fan show. I got a lot of lines for what type of bottom I like. Yes, this is still a fan. Fat bottom. Oh, Jesus, Steve. Sapphire is your birthstone, huh, Kath? Okay. I'll remember that when time comes. John Pace is the deep blue. I like that. Yeah, the sapphire. I like the sapphire, like I said, the sapphire of the Pacific. Those are my faves. Those are absolutely my faves right there. But what do you like? What are you thinking? Trace, I haven't heard from you yet, buddy. Which one do you like? Pearl, yep. Sapphire, okay. Pearl one, this is too white too light for me. Can't read it, they fade, so dark is better. Yeah, I got it. I got you. Frank, I'm going to come out and check out your pool, my friend. I'm going to come out and check out your pool. I'm going to have to do that. So there's the types of, okay, fine. That's the one that almost looks green, so no one wants to come into my the beach pool. Oh, you said beach. I got you, Trace. I got you. Okay. Oh, yeah. So that's a choice you got to make, ladies and gentlemen. That's a choice you got to make. Now, so we got what type of bottom you want, what type of shape you want. Before you even get to that part, you got to go to this part. So there's 3 different basic types, right? There's 3 different basic types. And like I said, guys, I'm looking at all kinds of stuff. There's all kinds of factors. I mean, I got answers to some things, but I got questions to some things too. So let me show you this one. Let me get this graphic up here. Hang on one second. Bear with me. So then you got this discussion to have, right? What type of pool? For sure, chick magnets. We have to fight off the neighbors. That's exactly right. So here's the 3 types. The gentleman that gave me the $120,000 quote was thinking concrete. All day. So I mean, concrete custom built. So everyone that I've talked to personally says fiberglass. versus fiberglass lasts longer, and it has way better features, right? So I talked to one pool company, and the lady goes, "Yeah, no, we won't insure a fiberglass pool in Michigan because of the weather. So weather changes back and forth." So I was like, I don't understand. I guess everyone else that I know is either ridiculous or doesn't know what they're talking about or what. So fiberglass is the one that I had heard everybody said they used, or that they thought that was best wear material for us, right? But the one company wouldn't insure a fiberglass pool; they don't only insure a vinyl one. So what do you think here, ladies and gentlemen? Which one do you go with here? Do you go with concrete, fiberglass, or vinyl liner? Which one do you do? Any type, as long as it's heated, so you can use it more than 2 months a year. Oh, Trace, I hear you. I hear you, brother. I hear you. I mean, it's one of those things where which one do you go with? Ditto on heated. I like that. Ditto on heated. So do you go fiberglass or do you go vinyl? Like I said, one company, big company, said they'll only insure a vinyl. They'll only come out and repair and fix and stuff a vinyl one. So that was kind of confusing to me too. So it's definitely interesting. So what is your experience, folks? What do you know? What have you heard? What are people talking about? Let's get the pool and get a hot tub with a tiki bar. Yeah, and that's in the works too, Frank. That's in the works too. That backyard, the basement's in shape now where it's a great entertainment spot, but the backyard, we got to make that happen. So that's definitely something that we're working towards. So tell me what your experience shipping container pool. So that's what we got there. Just put it inside. You don't have to worry about it. Yeah. I got some space. I don't know if the family room might hold a pool. We'll set the see. I'll tell you guys a quick story. So when I was first looking on the island, I'll get this off the screen here for you. When I was first looking on the island, okay, I was just messing around, and I set up a showing to look at this $1 million home, right? I just set up a showing, guys. Okay, just set up a showing. It had a pool. I took a video. It looked like a pool like you saw at a resort. It was like nothing I've ever seen before. It was first floor. It had balconies, almost like where you could jump into it from a floor above. And it covered like, I don't know, it covered like 4 or 5 rooms of a normal home. It was ridiculous. I had never seen anything like it. So, but it was like the whole house. I mean, there was bedrooms, of course, but like the pool was in the living room. So definitely interesting. The island is definitely an interesting place. So, yeah. So let me ask one last question of our audience today before we go to something else. What's your real opinion? Should I get a pool? What do you think? I'm just asking for your opinions now. You sound like Gilligan talking about the island. Yes, I do. What do you think? What's your opinion? Said I was showing. Only reason you didn't get it is because it went for 45,000% over. Yeah, that's right. That's true. I set up a showing to go see it. So what are your give me your thoughts? Yeah, Aquaman. It was definitely Aquaman pool. Definitely Aquaman. What are your thoughts? Should I get a pool or should I not? Should I get a pool or should I not? What do you think, guys? Give me a yes, no, thumbs up, thumbs down. What do you think? Should I get a pool or should I not? If you use it, Frank, that's a good point. I feel like it's going to get used a ton. That's what I feel like, but you never know. You're going to use it enough. John Pace, same thing. So that feels like that's the $1 million question. So I definitely, especially you always are. No, yeah, Trace, I hear you. I hear you on that. It's you'll have. That's what I was thinking about, Steve. I'm thinking about you got to get a fence, right? You got to get a fence for it. So will the deer jump the fence and go in the pool, start swimming around? That would be kind of weird, wouldn't it? Oh yeah. So here's the best answer right here. You sound like you really want something, so you're not going to be happy till you do. Plus, you're a natural entertainer, so yeah. I think, guys, for me, and this is a heartfelt part of the program today. I feel like, first of all, I bought the house for the simple reason that it's big and I can entertain people as much as I want. I mean, I think I've had 4 or 5 different types of parties, like Christmas parties, a couple of birthday parties, and things like that at the house. So I love entertaining. I really do. So that means will a pool and a patio and stuff like that, will that bring me more joy? And I think the answer is yes. I think the answer is yes, guys. I really do. I think the answer is yes. Will it bring more value? People always ask me that question. Will it make you feel better after you use it? Yes. So I think I prefer swimming ponds now. They're very nice. Tina, yeah, tell me about the old swimming ponds. But I feel like it's hard. It's hard when you're listing a house or you're showing a house that's got a pool, because you never can tell what people are going to say. It's either a really quick turn on or a really quick turn off, right? It's a really quick turn on or turn off. I sold a house to a couple of friends of mine that I'm going to see in the next few weeks in Huron Township, that their pool looks like it looks like a resort. They have a pond, like a big pond behind them, a big nature pond behind them, and they got an in-ground pool, and it's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. But some folks I see, especially above ground pools, they're just like, nope, Steve Kreitz, just get a fire hose. Just get a fire hose. Trace, I bet they do. I bet they do. So Adriana wants us to buy a house with a pool. There you go. She's trying to buy a house with a pool. That's cool. So tell me about maintenance. Pool people that have some experience, tell me about maintenance. I'd love to hear about maintenance. In the chat, tell me your experience with maintenance of a pool, because I'd love to hear that story, because that's something I'm not acquainted with just yet. And then we'll go to, I have one picture for what realtors see. It's definitely ridiculous. Somebody sent it to me, so it's not my original, but it's something they saw. I want to say they saw it on Instagram or Snapchat or something. I'm not sure which one. So I'll take a peek. What do you think? Give me your best info on maintenance of a pool. Steve Kreitz says, too much for me. Chris's mom is to buy a new liner this year because the kids are super rough on the pool. Okay. So a new liner, that's a big deal. Sure. Steve says, too much for me, right? Too much for me. What else? What are your thoughts on maintenance for folks? And Tina, tell me what you got. Tell me there are a lot of self-care gizmos now that make it easy. Okay. I'll be investigating those because I'd like to make things easy. That'd be better. I'd like that a lot. So what do you think, guys? What's your get a small pool and put it in your backyard and see how many bugs and leaves and debris you collect. That will give you an idea of what you got to do for cleaning. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair, Trace. That's a fair way to look at it. That's definitely a fair way to look at it. Okay, so let's jump to one last question for the audience real quick. What is the ultimate pool accessory? What is the ultimate pool accessory? What do you think? I got one for me. What a hire a cabana girl. Now you're talking. A pool boat game that comes to the pool. What's the ultimate pool accessory? What do you think? What's the ultimate pool accessory for you? What is the ultimate pool accessory for you? Robot cleaner, I like that. What is the ultimate pool accessory for you? And we're still going to get to what realtors see. Auto vacuum pool boy, a giant floating llama, a giant floating llama, or a unicorn. That's a fun one. Tina says a pool boy. Yep. What else? What's the ultimate pool accessory, guys? What's the ultimate pool accessory? Outdoor fridge, John Pay says. A giant lounge float, nice. There's Melissa Johnston. How the heck are you, girl? A nice float with a cup holder for my drinks. That's awesome. That's a good one. Steve Kreitz says palm trees. You must be thinking about my man Eric Sloan. You must be thinking of Eric Sloan on that one. Strobe lights. That's an interesting one. Strobe lights. I don't know about that. Danielle Pryor. Ding, 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 ding. You win, my friend. You win. People to enjoy it with. People to enjoy it. You are the winner. You are the winner today for the second scratch-off lottery ticket. So Danielle Pryor, people to enjoy it with, that's definitely one. Even though, Tina, we had a big slide and a diving board, That's always good stuff too. That's always good stuff too. Now, I'm going to show you guys one from What Realtors See. Okay. Now, I know this is a family show, but it's past the 7:30 out the 7:30 time slot now, so I think it's okay that we could go with this. All right. What in this picture? Let's see if I can edit it up. What in this picture that a realtor took? What in this picture stands out to you? And again, I know it's a family show, but it just it made me laugh. Somebody said it to me today, so it made me laugh. So again, I know it's a family show. I get that, but I want you to take a peek and tell me what stands out in this picture. What stands out in this picture? It's a picture of, I'll tell you, it's a picture of from a bathroom angle. From a master bath. It's a master bath. Okay. What stands out in this picture? What thing doesn't belong or shouldn't belong, I should say. These were in actual realtors photos. In actual realtors photos. What do you notice? What do you notice? It's a master bath leading into a master bedroom. What's the one thing that you notice? And again, I'm going to let you say it, not me, because I try to keep it as clean as possible here. What do you notice? I'll give you 1 minute. I'll give you 1 minute to think about it. 1 minute to think about it. This is an actual photo of a master bath, from a master bath into a master bedroom in the background. Somebody sent this to me today. The big ass sign. Can you read the sign, Trace? Do you know what the sign says? Watching my phone. So there is a sign. All right, guys, I'll tell you what. I'll do this. I'll make the sign bigger for you. Okay, I'll make the sign bigger for you. Hang on. See if I can make it bigger. Okay, so there's the sign in the master bedroom. You want to know what that sign says? I don't know if you can see it. I'm gonna throw it and see if you can see it from there. So yeah, it says, "Welcome to Pound Town. Welcome to Pound Town." So I don't know what realtor was thinking. What realtor was thinking that was okay in a bedroom to have a sign that says "Welcome to Pound Town." I just looked at it. I'm like, "Are you kidding? Who thought that was a good idea?" What? And then who looked at those pictures and didn't go, "Hey, we probably need to get rid of this one"? What the heck? Welcome to Pound Town. Are you kidding me? Who decided that was a good idea, ladies and gentlemen? That's the most ridiculous thing I ever saw. If you guys ever see, bleach the room, exactly. Get a professional cleaner, come in. Guys, if you ever see any interesting real estate photos or memes or something like that, feel free to send them to me anytime. I get a kick out of some of the funny stuff that's out there. It's definitely fun for me. And it's one of those things that just cracks me up at what realtors see. And I'm in houses all the time, and I just see some of the most ridiculous and some of the coolest stuff too. So that's definitely a fun part of my job. So as always, guys, after the broadcast here in about a minute or two, we're going to go into the Talkin Real Estate Facebook group and do a little after show. So if you do not belong to the Talkin Real Estate Facebook group, check it out. Mel posts content there all the time. We do a little after show after today's broadcast, and it's just a fun place where we get to share get a little more clean view with people. So I get a little more of a clean, a little behind the scenes stuff. So I'm Scott. We definitely took the time to dig into a big bad pool episode today, and I will definitely be always talking real estate. See you guys.